inside the Earth. Our Earth is a dynamic planet which is constantly undergoing changes. The interior of the Earth is not composed of the same material. Its density gradually increases from the surface towards the center. The Earth is made up of three concentric layers of varying thickness known as the crust, the mantle, and the core. Crust. The crust is the outermost layer. Its thickness varies between 5 to 8 kilometers under the ocean floors to 35 kilometers under the continental masses. The oceanic crust is denser than the continental crust. Silica and alumina are the main mineral constituents of the continental mass, and it is called Sial. The oceanic crust is called Sima as it is made up of silica and magnesium. Mineral. Minerals are substances which occur in rocks. Their main characteristics are as follows. They have a definite chemical composition. Each mineral contains two or more simple substances or elements. They provide us metals and chemicals. They are non-living solid substances. Mantle. The mantle, which is the second layer, extends up to the depth of 2,900 km below the crust. It is made up of iron, magnesium, and silica. It consists of two layers, the upper mantle and the lower mantle. The average temperature of the upper mantle is 870 degrees Celsius and the rocks here are in semi-solid state. The average temperature of the lower mantle would be 2200 degrees Celsius and it is in a solid state. Rocks. Rocks are generally solid masses but also include loose materials such as sand and silt. They are made up of one or more minerals. They don't have a definite chemical composition. There are broadly 12 rocks forming minerals. Core. The innermost layer is called the core. It has a thickness of about 3,500 kilometers. This too is in two layers, the outer core and the inner core. While the temperature of outer core is 2200 degrees Celsius, that of the inner core is 5000 degrees Celsius. This layer is called continental crust and oceanic crust, Nephe, as its main components are nickel and iron. The temperature increases at the rate of 1 degree Celsius for every 32 meters of depth. The temperature at the core being extremely high, the matter is in a molten state and is called magma. This red molten magma erupts from the interior of the earth through the volcanoes and is called lava. Rocks. All solid materials of the earth's crust, whether hard or soft, that make up the earth's crust are called rocks. They are of different size, texture, and colors. A rock in which a particular mineral is found in large percentage is called an ore. On the basis of their formation, the rocks are classified into three types: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Rocks undergo a cycle of transformation. Igneous. Igneous rocks are formed by cooling of the molten magma inside the earth's crust or on the earth's surface. When the molten lava comes on the earth's surface and cools down rapidly on the crust, it forms extrusive igneous rocks. Such rocks have very fine grained structure. When molten magma cools down deep inside the earth's crust, the cooling process is slow and the rocks so formed have large grains. These are called intrusive igneous rock. Igneous rocks. These are hard and compact. They are impervious and do not allow water to percolate through them. They are primary rocks. Basalt, granite, and dolerite are examples of igneous rocks. Sedimentary. Rocks are constantly broken down into smaller fragments and carried away by wind or water or ice and deposited either on the seabed or on land. These smaller particles are called sediments. These sediments are compressed, hardened, and cemented together to form layers of rocks called sedimentary rocks or stratified rocks. Sandstone and limestone are the two important examples of sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks. These are made up of particles of various sizes They are found in horizontal layers, one over the other. They are generally formed underwater. These rocks contain remains of animals and plants. Sandstone and limestones are examples of sedimentary rocks. Metamorphic. Certain igneous and sedimentary rocks change due to excessive heat and pressure and undergo a complete change in their form and characteristics. Such rocks are called metamorphic rocks. Marble, slate, gneiss are few examples of such rocks. Limestone changes to marble, shale changes to slate, and granite to gneiss. Metamorphic rocks. Very hard and close-banded structures formed due to the action of intense heat and high pressure on the igneous rocks and sedimentary rocks. Takes a long time to form, harder than both igneous and sedimentary rocks. Cycle of transformation. Molten magma cools and solidifies to become igneous rocks. These are broken down, transported, and deposited to form sedimentary rocks. Both igneous and sedimentary rocks change to metamorphic rocks due to heat and pressure. Extreme heating will lead to melting of rocks, forming new magma. This magma can again cool and solidify into igneous rocks. The entire process is called the rock cycle. Rock cycle.